and that's better too.
I think we hit salt. And
I know, we did. Warm salt.
Well, remember when we had Charlie and we just had sugar all around?
We couldn't clink. We could not clink.
All right. Hello.
Hello, all.
Welcome to our podcast, 30s Dirty and Thoughtin.
Hey.
I'm Lorrie, if you're new.
And I'm Mel. What's up?
You just got here from Uptown, right?
Yeah, I just came from my dad's, which something that I don't do often. I don't see my dad that often because it makes me angry.
Oh, it makes you angry.
It makes me angry. He gets under my skin. There's no one like my dad because he really infuriates me.
Jesus.
Yeah, man. Something about him. He picks an argument with me all the time. I think, well, okay, so first of all, I think me and my dad are both Libras.
When's his birthday?
Okay, this is the thing. So my dad is old, right? Back in the day.
So he just doesn't have a birthday anymore?
Back in the day, when people were born, parents would take a long time to register their kids, right?
Oh.
Yeah, so my dad's birth certificate says November 16th, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they think that he was really born October 16th. Yeah. So he might be a Libra, which is why we're always fighting. I think that's my theory. But that's what he told me.
Like similar signs.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. I mean, I have friends that are other Geminis, but we will butt heads. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you know yourself. And sometimes when you meet somebody else with your same sign, you see the worst qualities in them.
I wouldn't be friends with myself. I told someone, I was like, if I met myself like a clone, fucking I would hate it.
Let's talk about that. Let's unpack that.
Well, but again, my friends are Geminis. Like, I have a few friends that are also fellow Geminis, but it depends, I guess, on people. I also feel like this is where I think how you grew up also affects how you are.
Yes.
Because, the astrological stuff could be weirdly accurate and scary.
Yeah,
but
man.
also the way you were raised, I feel, is a heavy influence on you as a person.
Absolutely.
No, I just think I'm annoying.
Annoying how?
I don't know. Maybe it's because I have an anxiety of annoying people. So,
okay.
Which obviously I have to work more on therapy, but
yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Because I used to ask people all the time when I was a kid. I'm like, am I being annoying?
Aw, Lorrie.
Am I being annoying?
You're never annoying me. I think that I don't really get along with too many Libras, honestly. I don't have too many Libra friends. Because every time I meet a Libra, I'm like, something about you is so sus.
So are you saying if you met yourself, like your clone, your doppelganger?
Your doppelganger.
Would you be friends with you?
Okay, this is interesting, right? Because I think because I have an Aries rising and a moon, I think that since they're opposite signs, when I meet another Libra, I kind of see all of the worst traits in them that are in me too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I kind of look at them and I'm like, ew.
Ew.
Like, so maybe I wouldn't be my own friend.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
We
friends
might be
with
like mortal enemies to ourselves.
Oh, that's deep. That's too deep. Okay, moving on.
But going into that with your dad being possibly a Libra.
Yeah. I think that my dad, he's always kind of looking for the higher ground with me. So yesterday we had a stupid argument. As soon as I got to his house, we had an argument about calling my aunt. So that morning I told him, hey dad, I'm coming over. Let my aunt know, which is his sister. Let my aunt know, And also they live like 2 blocks away from each other. And they're always talking, right? Yeah. So I was like, okay, he'll talk to her and he'll let her know that I'm coming over. Because she's always like, oh, let me know the next time you're coming over so that I can save you some food. So I could cook for you or whatever. And I'm like, cool, bet. So I get there and I'm like, hey, are we coming down? Because he told me too. He was like, we're going to go to my aunt's later. I think we're going to go there. And I'm like, all right, cool. And that's why I was like, all right, call her up. Tell her I'm coming. I get there and I'm like, did you call Tia? And he's like, no, I didn't. He said, no, like just like that. So he's like, no. And I'm like, but I told you to call her and let her know that I'm coming. Didn't you hear me? He said, no, I didn't hear you. But then he goes, but aren't you supposed to call her since you're the one that's going over there to her house? And I'm like, but I thought we were going together. And I thought, so did you hear me or did you not hear me? You know, so it's always like and then we just started arguing about that. Just arguing. Just a screaming match between, and I'm just kind of like, no, like it's not any, and he's like, why do you always want to win? And I'm like, I don't want to win. I'm not arguing with you. You're the one that picks a fight with me. I told you. I know what I told you. I know what I said. And I told you to call her. And he's like, no. You didn't say that. You didn't say that. I'm like, but I did. Don't tell me. Don't tell me what I didn't say. Whoo! And then he's like, call her then. And so I'm calling her. And it's funny too, because my aunt is always kind of like in the middle of us. You know what else is funny? My aunt is an Aries too. So I always got along with her all the time. Like I get along with her better than I get along with my dad. 100 times better. Because she just understands me. And she just kind of like, she calls me and then we're like going back and forth. And then she's like, all right. Just come later. Just relax. And then she calls my dad to calm him down because he was still screaming at me. And it's just stressful. My dad is stressful. Every time I go over there, I feel so stifled by him and his energy. It's so heavy all the time. I don't know. Maybe it's because he's old too. So
yeah,
and like there's no reasoning with him too. You know, he's so stubborn and so set in his ways that I'm just kind of like, I give up. I can't talk to you because you just, and also it doesn't help that he left when I was 15. We don't really have that much in common.
Yeah.
And when I talk to him, it's just like talking to somebody that just doesn't want to understand you. And you can't reason with somebody who refuses to get you.
Yeah.
Where you are now, you know, like, and like whose word is law, you know, it's impossible. That's what I came here with. But it's fine because we got marks.
What
about your dad?
He's a goofy, silly time.
Oh, I like that.
I mean, he's he was in the military for like 21 years. He has this very
stoic face.
Yeah, just blank face sometimes. But you know, he laughs and shit, whatever. Obviously, he's my dad and I know him. Yeah. But I feel like growing up, like friends or even my cousin, he used to spend a lot of time at our house. Would be like, I don't know, your dad like scares me. But I'm like, but he also doesn't scare you. She's like, yeah, and it's because we know he's goofy, but it's his face. Yeah. Just like
the resting bitch.
Just it's not even RBF. It's like just a blank face.
Because like and then you can't really tell.
And I can't tell.
You can't take his temperature because it's always.
It's like, especially if he was disappointed in me when I was growing up, that would be like, that would make me nervous. I was
didn't you hate that? Did your parents ever give you the silent treatment?
No, my parents aren't. No? I had other issues. There's some stuff I don't want to talk about. Okay. A podcast. There's other things. Yeah. To avoid stuff for sure. But he was never. My parents were never as upset with me as like with some of my siblings. So
see,
I was the baby though. But at the same time though, I mean, I did stuff, but nothing crazy. I wasn't trying to get on my parents' nerves, if that's what. Like, I'm very strategic in the things that I did, so that they wouldn't really know all that well.
That's nice. I wish I was that strategic. I was not at all, man. There was this, I got in trouble once really, really badly. This is when I used to live in the Bronx, the South Bronx. Dangerous, you know? In the morning, my mom would drop me off at school really, really early in the morning so I could have breakfast there and I could start school early. But like she would have to go to work really early. So she would drop me off early. So what I would do, right, is I would go across the street to the park instead of staying in school, which I thought was fine because it's right across the street, you know? Yeah. So I would just I would get to the block around like 7 o'clock a.m., you know, 7 or 8 or whatever. And I'd go to the park and like swing, play hopscotch, you know, do kid things.
Swing,
hopscotch. I wasn't doing anything bad, but it's funny. Me and Annabelle know each other from way back. So Annabelle's mom and grandma, they would also like drop Annabelle off at a certain time. And then it would be like afterwards. And so one time they caught me at the park and then they told on me. And they were like, Melissa was at the park or whatever.
Damn.
Yeah. And so my mom was like, what? I can't believe you were. And then I got so in trouble, Lorrie. Like I was playing hooky or something. But I was just at the park before school started. It wasn't anything crazy. But it was because it was the South Bronx. And it was super dangerous.
I see.
You know, I could have gotten kidnapped.
Yeah.
I could have.
I think probably one of the moments where I actually was nervous with my dad is I got caught for shoplifting.
You got caught?
Yeah.
I never got caught.
I never did. Actually, I knew that I got caught. I saw the camera and I still tried to see if I could do it.
Damn. You were brave as hell.
I knew the exact moment too. And then when I was approached, I was like, yeah, I fucking knew it. But then my dad picked me up.
What'd you steal? Something stupid.
No, something small and stupid.
Something small.
That's why
it's
I was
always
like,
something small and
well, that's
stupid.
why I was like, I looked at the camera, I was like, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, is it? I didn't look straight at the camera or anything, but I saw it and I was like, oh shit.
Sorry.
Pause for a second. It's all good. All good. Yeah, and he picked me up in his correctional officer uniform.
Damn.
The guy at the store too, when my dad was like, I don't know, doing whatever he has to do, like he goes, so your dad's a correctional officer? I was like, uh-huh. It was the small stupid thing. And I thought it was so small and stupid they wouldn't care all that much, but they did.
It was just so dumb. Like I would steal like little lip glosses and like one time when it was really, really cold, you know? And you know in the 90s, everybody had a big ass coat. So, you know, and deep pockets. It was cold. So me and my mom, I think we were at like, I don't know, some toy store. You remember not the actual Furbies, the one that moved their eyes. It was like a smaller version of a Furby.
Yes, I remember those.
Yeah. So I saw one and I was like, I put it in my pocket. And I just walked out.
I'm going to admit all of my crimes on the podcast, but I like used to sell like...
Sell what?
DVDs, PSPs.
PSPs? PSPs? Plural.
Yeah.
PSPs.
Like the handheld PlayStation thing.
Yeah, no PSPs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I had a Nintendo DS.
You're a little entrepreneur.
Bad. God, I hope my parents never watch
out of here.
I really hope my parents never watch this.
They won't.
They won't.
They won't.
But yeah. I mean, if my siblings ever see this, though, they're going to be mad about it, but it's fine.
I mean, you made your money, though, right?
Yeah, I used to, like, sell stuff to people in high school.
You were out here.
Yo, in middle school, too.
Like the real DVDs or the bootleg ones?
No, real DVDs. I took to the store.
Hold on a second. Wait. How the fuck did you manage?
Don't worry about that. I also am very aware of cameras. So you find a blind spot.
Okay.
Before you put in like your jacket or whatever that
I wasn't that kind of thief. I was dumb. I was dumb. I didn't give a fuck about cameras.
Yeah. So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
I think even now as an adult, I still like do a bunch of like odd jobs and other stuff that I offer. And even in middle school, my mom used to buy me those. Remember those like teen magazines, like Pop and J14 and all those?
I would always buy those.
My mom
get them.
My mom used to buy me J14 magazines all the time.
I love the J14
and you know, a
ones.
lot of them come with posters.
They do.
In them, so you take them out. I sold posters to people for like $1
to
$2 a pop.
You had a money making mind, bruh.
In middle school. In middle school.
No. You didn't have a name for your business at all.
Nah. There was also this other kid from middle school to the end of high school that everyone knew him. We always knew him as the candy bar guy. He would sell candy bars to people. I like sugar. A lot of other people like sugar. They're like, yo, do you have like a Snickers? And he'll get his backpack and he's like, yo, I got you.
Yo. That's nice.
He did that all throughout high school. So, you know, he was dedicated.
That's amazing. Yeah, I knew a couple people like that in high school too. There are a lot of people in my high school. Well, they were actually like legitimately selling bars for like their sports teams.
Oh, I mean, we did that too. I remember how to sell like chocolate bars and stuff for track. volleyball, one of those.
Yeah.
And they were at least like good candy bars, so it was like the C's Candies ones.
Good stuff.
Yeah, and I always ordered my mom always bought boxes, and I know part of it is to help me, but also she just really likes chocolate bars with almonds, so I always had to get a few packs of those because my mom's like, you gotta get the ones with almonds.
The Hershey's with the almonds. Those were the best. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I love chocolate bars with almonds.
They're delicious.
Carla's boyfriend hates them. He's like, what? You're insane. Just specifically, like, I don't know.
Almonds.
Chocolate bars with almonds. But he likes almonds, but not in that. I don't know. Okay,
I know everybody has their thing. I guess.
I feel like I'm picking on random stuff too that doesn't make sense.
I am too.
So
I think it wasn't until my late 20s that I started liking onions.
Not late 20s, early 20s. I think when I had to cook for myself in college, I started liking onions more. Yeah. Still was iffy about them, and then when I started living on my own, like my first job and stuff, that's when I started getting more into onions because I cooked for myself. I was paleo for like 2 years also, and then like that's not even that bad compared to everything else. It's like the easiest one.
But it's so meat heavy though.
Not really. You can get proteins from a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just like very like meat. Like you get your protein mostly from meat.
It's protein heavy, but as long as you get proteins from whatever.
It's like low carb, high protein.
Lower carb, but not no carb.
Yeah.
So I still got carbs, just not as much.
Not as much, yeah.
And then you also don't eat a lot of sugar. I actually didn't eat a ton of sugar for a while. And it made me, when I stopped being paleo, I didn't crave sugar for a long time. And the craving is back. And I'm like, it was really nice when I didn't crave it. It was nice when I was like, oh, that sounds good. I'm just going to have some. Delicious. Now I'm like, I want a fucking chocolate bar.
You know, I was never too much of a sweets person. My thing is salt.
Like, I love salt. You and I have talked about this?
Dude.
Fucking love salt.
That's going to give me high blood pressure one day.
Oh, truly.
Yo. And I mean, I love it. Like, look, this salt on this, I'm licking this shit and I want a refill.
Charlie loves sweet stuff and I love salt.
That's funny.
So it's just like a different... I was making a like garlic bread the other day. I like roasted garlic and stuff and made the butter, a compound butter and stuff.
Yes.
But what I like to do when I bake it is I put like chunky sea salt that I sprinkle on the top. And then you bake it and you come in, so you have those little bits of crunchy salt when you go into the garlic bread.
Yes. Oh, I like some parsley in there too.
It's also because since I use every plate, they always give you like garlic bulbs, but their recipes not sponsored. I've been using it for like a month and a half, and I think it's good. They always give me full garlic bulbs, and
damn, they do. That's nice,
dude. But most of the recipes only call for like 1 or 2 garlic cloves. But I'm Filipino, so you know I use way more than that. But even then, I still have way too much garlic. Me and Cal have had way too much garlic, so I've been just trying to use it.
Dude, so pass it. I need garlic at home. Yo, groceries are expensive nowadays.
Well, I mean, that's why I've been roasting it and doing other shit with it. Yeah. So that I can make it all at once. But
you could also roast garlic and use it as a salad dressing. In a salad dressing.
I like never make salads.
Okay.
I have a thing. I just...
You don't make salads?
I love salads, but I don't like making a salad because I like a lot of stuff in my salad.
Me too.
And I hate cutting up all the shit that I need. I like to put in my salads and then putting it all together. And if you put it together too early, like certain things you can't put in right away if like you're gonna keep it overnight for like a lunch tomorrow or something. And then like I like to use spinach because I don't like iceberg lettuce because it's crispy water and it has no nutritional value.
It doesn't. It is just crispy.
I kind of like a butter lettuce here and there, just for the crunchy texture.
Yeah.
Romaine here and there, but I'm a spinach person. I hate making salads. Dang. If you already have the stuff for it for me, I'll make my own salad. But otherwise, I hate fucking making salads at home.
I love making salads at home.
But also, I get a bunch of spinach at once, and you don't want to compact it or else it'll go. But then that takes up too much room in my little ass fridge. And we have such a small fridge, and me and Kayla both make our own meals, and there's no room in this shit.
You know what I usually get? I get this like a cabbage, kale, and like Brussels sprouts. But I like that it comes all in a ready mix for me.
The problem though, even though we got a newer fridge when we moved in here, I don't know if it's New York or this area or maybe our fridge still sucks, but there's like a moisture problem. in like the drawer and stuff. So like vegetables do not last long in our fridge because I don't think that drawer fully seals or anything.
Wait, so you keep your vegetables in the plastic bag they come in?
I put them in Tupperware. I've done a bunch of other shit. It just doesn't gets. That's why I always put the paper towel. But then other times, like when I was doing, the reason why I did every plate is because lately I just don't want to plan meals right now. And if I do, I'll just get less meals on every plate because I can change how many I get. But I'm trying to like relax my brain.
Yes.
I've been just
compressed,
mentally overwhelmed lately.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I've just been using that.
Yeah, I love it.
I like cooking. I don't like grocery shopping.
I love the act of grocery shopping. Like for me, grocery shopping is so much more fun than like clothes shopping. I have fun while I'm grocery shopping.
No, I don't like people in grocery stores.
I make believe that they don't exist.
I tried to do grocery shopping with like a little cart and stuff, but I don't have anything. The closest one I have is a food emporium over on like 48th and 8th. It's not a fun time. Nah.
And you don't want to like have a little cart in the street.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm like a little old lady, you know? Yeah, just push it.
I can't get with. Also, I don't care about the cart thing. Like it's like an old lady thing. Like I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna hurt my back. No, at a younger age, trying to like for aesthetics. I don't give a fuck.
You're right. Yes, you're right.
I don't care anymore.
Absolutely.
If it's easier for me, I'm also a lazy person as it is. If anything makes it more efficient and easier for me, I'm gonna fucking do it.
Sure. Yes, for sure.
I have D'Agostino's here, but they're mad expensive. Groceries also fucking expensive.
Yo, they are expensive.
I only go here if I need like one thing or a couple of like emergency 1 or 2 things. Yeah, like I don't want to go somewhere far.
Yeah.
Like I've lived in Midtown the majority of the time I've lived in New York. So like I'm used to it at this point. So I've always just had grocery delivery at this point.
Like I'll go somewhere else, you know, because like Amazon Fresh doesn't have the kimchi that I want. So I'll go somewhere else for it. Yeah.
We should make kimchi.
I know. Everybody keeps telling me that. But
you don't have to do it all the time. Just do it like once.
I know, because once will be fine, you know, if I make a big batch. But I'm also scared that I'm gonna fuck it up. And that's a lot of fucking work, you know?
It's a lot easier than you think. You're literally just mixing a bunch of shit together and then you slather on fucking cabbage. Or whatever you want. You could do any veggie you really want to.
Yeah. I'll do it one day.
It's really not as bad as you think.
Okay, fine. I don't know why, because you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking about the Korean ladies like in the K-dramas with the whole basket of fucking cabbage, and they're just like because
they're making it for like their whole family. You don't have to do that. You could just
like that's the visual I have in my head, and I can't picture myself doing that. So I'm like, no, another time. I'll pay $10 for this jar. Sure. Yeah.
They're making it for like their whole ass family. You don't have to do that much.
I know. One day I'll do it.
You don't need a whole wicker basket of fucking cabbage leaves. Just
yo, because they really be in there. I know it'll be fun.
Okay, what was my notes?
Yeah.
Okay, going on a different subject, not at all related to what we were just talking about.
Go off next.
You know how like a couple episodes ago we were talking about the chiropractor? I went on Friday, and
When's the last time you went?
On Friday.
Oh, but like before that?
I have it every 2 weeks.
Oh, okay, every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks. Okay.
I have this. I feel like I've told you this, but I have this fear every time because I get a massage. And an adjustment. And so I get my massage first and then my adjustment to like loosen me up and then the adjustment. Yeah. And then I just always have this fear that I'm just gonna like rip one. And just, I feel like he's gonna push me in a way that it just goes.
He's gonna push your fart out?
Yeah, because like if he's working my lower back, you know, and he just pushes my belly.
That pressure.
He's pushing on my belly.
Also, yeah, that too, because you're laying down face down, right?
Yeah.
And so like you get pushed and then like your stomach also gets pushed in, and then it's really easy to let it out.
I'm so afraid I'm just gonna toot. just a little toot.
And then it's worse because you think like, what if it's like a silent but deadly one? You know what I mean?
I'm actually more afraid of that. I feel like a loud sound, I don't know, make a joke about it and we'll laugh it off. But if it's a silent deadly, bro,
I'm scared of those.
I'm gonna express. I'm sorry. I what I ate earlier. I didn't think it was gonna be.
But also, I feel like they get that kind of stuff all the time.
I'm sure
they get lots of farts in their faces.
But it's not me, and I don't want it to be. It can't be me. On that subject, though, are there other places that you're afraid that you might just like let one rip?
The gyno.
Oh.
The fucking gyno, bitch. Yes, I think I have done it too. I think I definitely have. I'm not gonna lie. You know when you get a pap smear, bitch, and then like that fucking thing goes all the way in there, and God. The pressure on your motherfucking asshole. I definitely have done it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to my gynos in the past.
But see, at least that. I feel like that's even more expected though because you are in the private areas. I guess.
Yeah. Where else though?
A work party.
Well, I mean, I think you could get away in general. You could get away with it at a work party.
But
because you could just blame it on somebody else.
Work in general though, we have like rows in an open space.
Yeah.
And I feel like you can hear where one comes from though.
Yeah. When I used to be in the office, it was an open space too, like just an open floor. And sometimes it would be dead quiet.
It gets
and you can hear it. You can hear it, because a fart is a fart. A fart will, you can't play it off and be like, oh, it was a bottle.
Like I've tried to depending on what I ate for lunch, like I might release, have you done like a slow fart where you like do it very slow so that it's silent and it's not gonna smell, it's just you just need to do it, so you kind of just like lean. You do the chair lean.
No, because my mom does that all the time. She will always just like lift one butt cheek.
Yeah, you just lift the butt cheek, and I sit next to the window, so I have a person on my left.
Oh, that's nice.
But I don't have anyone else on besides the window.
You can just lift it towards the window.
But what I'm afraid of, because I usually wear headphones, like noise canceling ones, because I'm editing video, and
so you're scared that you won't hear your own fart.
Because I'm afraid if I try to release a slow one, but it's not a slow one.
It's a loud one. It's that. It's bad. Ooh, I don't know. You be careful.
I'm a gassy girl, and like in general, unfortunately, Charlie knows this, and I'm so afraid for my life sometimes. It just can't be me, man.
You know where else too? Like on the train. On the train when it's summertime, and have you ever been in a cart where there's no AC? No AC.
Have you ever done the thing where you at the next stop you run to like two carts down to try to see if there's AC in that one cart?
Hell yeah!
Fuck, man.
Hell yeah!
Me and my friends we got off the train, literally just waited for the next train.
Yeah, I couldn't do it, and especially now.
Oh, like, and then a hot fart in there, just.
God damn it! An elevator?
Yes. Elevator for sure. Also a place that is
really tight, enclosed space,
Inappropriate places to fart are enclosed spaces for sure.
It's tough.
I think those are some major ones for sure.
Yeah, I think those are the top answers. Family Feud. Elevator.
Elevator.
65
Office.
people. That's a top answer.
Office. Like chiropractor.
Yo, the chiropractor though.
Massage therapist.
Oh my God. But it's unhealthy to keep a fart in.
Oh, I know. Have you ever had
really unhealthy?
Had it where like your stomach hurts?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Like when you're like constipated and all you have to do is fart.
Okay, so my friend, we've been friends since college, so well over a decade at this point. Never once have I heard her fart. And we spent so much time together in college. She just doesn't fart in front of people. Her now fiance has heard her fart maybe like once or twice in their whole relationship. And by accident, because I guess because
it just came out,
She texted me. She went, "What? Lorrie." She was like, "Lorrie, I'm horrified." Like, what are you talking about?
Mortified.
She's like, "I farted in front of him. He was tickling me."
No! Oh my God, that's it too. When you get tickled.
ounce of sexy that I ever had is gone now. Whereas me, definitely my boyfriend in college, I farted in front of him very early on.
Yeah, same.
My girlfriend now, Charlie, she used my phone all the time. And you know what's funny is that if she hears me do it, she goes, toot.
No, that's not cute.
She just goes, toot.
No, what's crazy is my ex used to hate my farts because mine were pretty bad.
Smelly, loud?
Loud and smelly. Loud and smelly.
Hey girl, what was your diet?
Oof, it was, I don't know, it was pretty tough. I was also vegetarian for a little while when I was with him.
Mm-hmm.
And
you know some veggies, like Brussels sprouts.
they smell.
Garlic.
They smell bad. You know, artichokes. Oof.
Artichokes.
Asparagus.
If you ate a lot of beans too.
Yeah, I would eat a lot of beans.
Yeah.
And that would smell horrible. Horrible. It's like, especially like when you're in bed. You know what I mean? And like
in bed. I think that's another spot. Another inappropriate. Well, it's not as inappropriate, but it's embarrassing.
If you eat really late at night and then you go to sleep right after you eat, and let's say you had a burrito. That's not good.
I had a friend that like I like that we're still talking about farts, but
yo, it's been 20 minutes and we're still talking about farts.
As an adult though, fart jokes are still funny to me. It's so funny
they
still.
are. I'm not gonna lie to you. They make me laugh.
I had a friend in college who is now married, and it just goes to show people can change. And that, like, especially if they're really, like, partners can change people, friends can change people. So I'm glad that he's in a better place now. But when we were in college, one time he told me he kicked out a girl once because she farted in her sleep. What?
Nah, that's crazy.
And I'm like, bro, she doesn't have any control. She's fast asleep. It just came out. And he said, nah, I, like, told her to leave.
He woke her up? And he was like,
I'm not entirely sure, or if he said it like the next day or something. In the morning or something, but he basically was just like, you can't be here. Straight up.
That's so fucked up.
That's so fucked up. That's why also men are trash.
That's really
He's
fucked up.
He's still a friend, but still, I'm like, I'm your friend, but that's terrible.
Oh my God.
That is shitty.
I was seeing a girl a couple years ago, and like she slept over, and when I was asleep, like I kind of heard her fart in her sleep, right? But I was just like, you know,
I don't know why, but I think it's kind of just silly and cute.
I think I was gonna say it's like a little endearing.
In their sleep,
makes you human.
Yeah. In their sleep, it makes you a little. Yeah, for me at least, it makes it seem a little more human. I guess.
Yeah,
like,
you know, it's like we're human and we're sharing human things. And then in the morning, she was just like, I'm so embarrassed, like I farted in my sleep. And I'm like, yes, so? You farted in your sleep, so what?
It's fine.
Cute little thing.
It's kind of cute.
You're fast asleep. Your body just did what it needed to do.
You're fine.
It needed to release.
Yeah, my friend straight up was like, nah, you can't be here.
That's wild.
Wild.
That's so wild. Like,
now he's happily married and in love, and I'm like, see?
I'm sure you farted in your sleep.
But I'm also sure that his fiance put him in his place.
I'm sure she did.
Because I feel like I have a lot of male friends, a lot of straight male friends, and as much as I love to talk about how men are trash, because they are, and I'll tell my friends that they're trash. I'm like, stop being a stupid man.
Just a stupid man.
But at the same time, I can tell when, like, I like their partners because I'll be like, yeah, she doesn't take shit from you. I fucking love that. I love it. And they don't mind it. They're not so hurt about shit that their partner does, which is nice. So I'm like, so there are people that can put you in your fucking place, bro. And it's nice because my friends, we're all kind of a little bit of assholes.
Yeah, a little bit.
Including the women and non-binary friends. We're all little sarcastic assholes.
Yeah.
So when I meet their partners, I can tell that, like, your partner doesn't take fucking shit from you, and I fucking love this. I'm like, you guys are good together. It's good. You guys are good.
Good partnership here.
I like it.
Good banter. I kind of just want to keep talking about farts. Is that a little crazy? You know, I don't know. We can move on.
I mean, like I said, I think fart jokes are funny. No matter how old I get, me and my friend at our old jobs, we would send each other silly videos while we're working all the time. And I would be cracking up and we'll be messaging back and forth. And one time she sent me this auto-tune fart.
I'm sorry, what? Can we hear it?
The funniest sound.
I never heard of that.
It's such an old video too, but I feel like it's still gonna be on YouTube.
Let's hear it. Auto-tune fart? What is that even? I'm trying to...
Oh, is this the one? Oh, it's this one. See, I can't hold it. This is such an old video.
That was actually really good. He said that to me.
I'm crying.
He said that to me.
I'm fucking crying, bro.
He said that to me because what the fuck? Because what the fuck?
That is an 11-year-old video on YouTube.
That sounds hilarious.
Oh, I'm crying. See, I just think I think it's so funny. I'm a fucking child.
It's auto-tune.
Yes,
it's auto-tune.
I like when it goes high.
I kind of just want a song now with the background.
Wait, let's make it popular on TikTok and one of those fucking genius musician people make a fucking song. We gotta tag it.
Oh my God, please.
We gotta make a separate video, please. If you guys watch this podcast, blow it up. I want one of those genius music producers on fucking TikTok to make a goddamn song out of this.
Produce it and fucking kill it. Mash it up with something else.
There's so many people on TikTok that just make the wildest songs from just sounds.
And people are so creative, actually creative.
I feel like having your whole government name in my contacts is just so... feels weird to me. But I usually have nicknames for like my good friends.
Oh, well,
like one of my best friends is Bro Dude Friend.
Bro Dude Friend. Bro Dude Friend. Bro Dude Friend.
I mean, Charlie's in my
name. Bro Dude Friend.
Oh yeah, and her mom's in my phone as Bro Dude Mom.
I'm mad that you have his mom there too.
Well, we went to college together, and sometimes we had to like contact our parents and stuff.
Oh, it's a girl, Bro Dude Friend.
Yeah, Bro Dude Mom and Bro Dude Friend.
That's funny. Do you have pictures on your contacts?
Not all of them. Some of them. It's probably my closest. Oh, you. I need to have pictures.
Like
Charlie's my little puff in here.
My little puff.
I don't have one for Cal. It just says his name. I gotta put a nickname there.
So I need full names and I need pictures in my contacts.
Charlie makes people do a photo. We meet people at bars, and you know her. She bumbles around, makes 80 million friends, and
she bumbles around.
She's like a little bumblebee, doing a bunch of different fucking flowers. And she's like, "What's your number?" And then she goes, "You have to take a picture of my phone." And so they'll do it.
Damn.
You can't. If you meet my girlfriend, she will make you. And if you're like, I don't know about that, she will not take that answer. You have to take a photo.
She'll bat her eyelashes and she'll be like, please.
She's so cute. She'll like, but
she'll make you with her little face.
Little face.
Little face.
But every time she's like, you have to take a picture of my phone. She does it to everybody. Every single person.
Yeah.
What the fuck is 201?
Yeah.
That's New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
She definitely won't know that now.
Okay, great. That's perfect. Does she have family in Jersey?
No, Brooklyn.
Oh, Brooklyn.
Because the New York area code is, what is it, like 646?
917.
Oh, that's so close to Sacramento, which is 916.
Oh.
Just reminding me of that Ludacris song where he's just like, I got hoes at different area codes, and he just says a bunch of different ones.
Yeah, baby.
I think he does San Francisco too. He says like 410 or 415. It's 415.
I love me some Ludacris. I love me some Ludacris. I wish he got more recognition.
He's like a slept-on legend because everybody knows him and they love him, but he isn't talked about that much. It's how I feel about like Missy Elliott sometimes. But if you talk to other rappers, they're always like, Missy, yeah, fucking dope. And I'm sure people will be like, Ludacris, yeah, I worked with him, he was dope. And
I also feel like Ludacris is a really nice person.
I
don't know him, but I think he's like a genuinely nice person. He gives off positive energy.
I know that he says, move, bitch, get out the way. Woo! But for some reason,
with gusto.
His personality seems Like, I mean, he started doing Fast and Furious and shit.
Yeah, he became an actor. Like, this man, he could do it all. You know, like,
I love
he kills
Ludacris,
it.
man.
I love him. Like, growing up, Saturday was my anthem. I don't know how it was. Like, I was like 11 years old listening to Ludacris. I had no business
That's all
doing
of us.
that.
There's a lot of songs that we should not have listened to.
Not at all.
Especially with 90s R&B and rap. Oh my God.
Ludacris Splash Waterfalls. I was singing that at the top of my lungs. I was 12.
There is a Lil' Kim song. Is it called
Is it How Many
Waterfalls?
Licks? How many licks? Because I think, and I get to this. And
What's the song where she's like,
Also-
she says, what you gonna do for the nut? And it's just almonds being thrown through like just a water stream. And I'm like, there is somebody on set that has some almonds and they just went,
That's what they got paid for that day. Okay?
what Lil' Kim song is that?
I know that at that meeting, when that person piped up, everyone was like unanimously like, hell yeah, man. That was amazing. Great idea. Lil' Kim said yes.
I need that confidence. I need that confidence when I negotiate my salary. Fuck.
Yo, dead ass. Oh my God.
We need that confidence.
I need to just come in there with that type of shit, with that nut bringing shit. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I'll find it and I'll
toss
show you
some
though.
nuts in there.
I'll show you though.
Please.
But on the subject of like musicians or just celebrities in general, I heard this on a different podcast, but did you have celebrity crushes that you feel, if you look back on it, were embarrassing?
Maybe, yes.
I liked
What are
Orlando
yours?
Bloom in middle school, but it's embarrassing because one of my siblings bought me a Legolas cutout, a life-size cutout that I had for a while. Well, a while because, not just because I liked it, but also because after a certain amount of time, I just felt, I have this thing about feeling guilt about getting rid of people's presents. And
oh, me too. So that's why I'm a slight hoarder too, because people give me shit and I don't know what to do with it because I'm not going to use it or watch it or whatever it is that I have to do with it.
And then I had it for probably too long.
So do you remember earlier when we were talking about J14 magazines and how they came out with the posters and stuff? So do you remember the band Dream Street?
Yes.
Okay, so...
No, wait. What do they look like? I forgot what they look like.
Okay, Jesse McCartney was in there.
I know Jesse McCartney. Was that who? Or?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
I thought
it was like
someone else.
like 3 other guys there were four guys, I think, in Dream Street. And so I had a J14 magazine with a Dream Street poster in it.
Yeah, I remember these guys.
And I was obsessed. Baby, now on Dream Street. Can you hear the music play? Oh my God. I love Dream Street. They had this like one EP. It was like this orange CD and it had like 4 songs in it. And I scratched that shit up because it was playing nonstop. I was obsessed with Jesse McCartney in Dream Street. And so I had a poster from the J14 magazines. And
just if you guys don't know, this is pre-Beautiful Soul.
Pre-Beautiful Soul, okay?
Pre-Beautiful Soul.
Before that shit.
He was literally like 12.
He was an icon back then.
He was like 12, 13. I don't even know.
Yo, he's a beast. And this was like Aaron Carter days. Oh, R.I.P. Aaron Carter.
R.I.P. Aaron Carter. Aaron's Party. And he's, he also like was on so many Disney Channel shows as a guest.
He was on Hilary Duff, on Lizzie McGuire. And you know what's so funny? Do you watch How I Met Your Father? Have you ever okay. So did you watch the latest episode?
Yes, where they do a Lizzie McGuire one? Where she was like, when I was 13. Well, there was this time when I was 13 and they do a Lizzie McGuire.
Miranda's that was especially for us.
In this conversation, my other thing that I had in my notes was like comfort shows. Because I watch a lot of shows that I'm used to because some of it is for background show. Yeah. Because I work from home 3 days a week.
And you need something.
I don't want something that I know I want to pay attention to. So I'll put some, like right now I have 2 shows depending on what I feel like. Fairly Odd Parents and Modern Family.
I saw you watch Modern Family before I got here.
It depends on my mood.
Yes.
But I do like new shows. It just depends on what it is. So I'm kind of in the middle of that whole thing. Mm-hmm. But I do have a ton of comfort shows that I'm used to. Yeah. Especially ones that I need just in the background. Because if I start a new thing and I'm working and I'm like, oh no. And I'm already ADHD where I do the thing where I'll watch it, but I didn't fully process what happened. I have to rewind. Yeah, yeah. It's like I have to read pages over again. It's just... I get you. It's that whole thing. Yeah. So like... What are your comfort shows?
Okay. So
You went, I'm ready.
I've been waiting for someone to ask me all my life. Okay, so I constantly go back to Charmed.
I never watched Charmed.
Don't watch the new one. It's bad. And they try to make it really modern too because the sisters are Latina and all that stuff, but it's bad. It's not like the original. It's on Peacock if you want to watch it, but it's really one of my comfort shows because it's a show that I grew up with and I've always been obsessed with magic and witch stuff and all that stuff. So it's one of my go-tos. I watch it like how you watch Avatar once a year. I watch it like once, I don't know, every like year and a half or so. I get into it. Doctor Who. My favorite doctor is Peter Capaldi, which I don't think is everyone's favorite doctor because he's older. He's the 12th Doctor. So that's one of my comfort shows too. Avatar and The Last Airbender is one of my comfort shows, man. Like, yeah, like it's
all
really,
the way through Korra. It's
a comfort show. Steven Universe is a comfort show for me too. Oh, Friends was a comfort show for me, but I haven't watched Friends in a while. I just like catch it every now and then if it's on TV. If I'm at some place where they have cable, I'm gonna watch it. Fresh Prince is another one too that I
haven't watched that in a
while. I was at my dad's and my dad has cable, and I put on what was it?
Dang,
like
that's one.
The WB11
single again.
Good one too. That's a good one.
Off the top of my head, Avatar, obviously.
Yeah.
Adventure Time. I think I watched it last year.
I can't wait to watch it for the first time. Man, I can't wait to watch. I want to know all the things.
Silly Goofy Time is that show, but also sad sometimes. What's my other comfort shows? Yeah. I have Modern Family is one that I'm watching right now. New Girl.
Oh, New
Which I know,
Girl.
there's parts of New Girl.
I never finished New Girl.
There's parts of New Girl that's problematic.
But
the guys in CC are my favorite part. I do really like Zooey Deschanel, but her character, I don't like her. I don't like Jess all that much. Yeah. And I have realized I don't like the main characters in so many shows because I feel like the writing just doesn't favor main characters. How I Met Your Mother, obviously very problematic as well. But I like really stupid humor, and I'm sorry, yes, it's extremely problematic. I very much acknowledge that.
It is, honestly. But like,
I think I enjoyed the goofy, silly parts though. I like the goofy, silly things where they're literally just doing stupid shenanigans, pranks on each other, slap game, stuff like that.
That's funny. That's funny.
Robin Sparkles. But with that show, I'm talking about main characters, is that Ted is the worst character.
Honestly, yes.
I fuck Ted Mosby. Hate Ted.
Fuck Ted Mosby. He's so stupid.
Like, Barney's problematic, but at least he's funny.
Yeah.
Ted's he's the eternal nice guy syndrome.
No.
Nice guy.
No. Fuck
and
that.
Those are the worst characters. Can you think of other nice guy characters? Like, Ted is probably one of the main ones in my brain. I wish I had asked you this beforehand.
Nick tries to be on New Girl.
Yeah. I think
Nick gives me nice guy syndrome as well.
God, I wish I had asked you beforehand so we could... Let me look
Chandler
up
from Friends. I want to say that.
Any of the guys from Friends.
Not Joey Tribbiani.
Oh, Joey
Tribbiani's just hungry.
Yeah, Joey's the only one I will exclude out of that because he really only... he cares about himself, and that's fine.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to give you Carlton from Fresh Prince. I just saw Fresh Prince earlier today.
Oh,
Carlton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the actor's name?
Alfonso,
yes. Mm-hmm. Ross is the
actually
pinnacle of nice
guy Ross
syndrome.
Nice guy Ross.
And I've probably been guilty about this when I was younger too, but I've learned that it's just really weird and predatory and problematic. Is that being friends with someone because you have hopes for a different future?
Wrong.
You're not really a friend.
Nope.
If it happens organically, amazing. But if you're someone that makes friends with people because you think at some point you're going to convince them that they can date you,
that's right.
That's problematic as fuck. That's not right. You're not a real friend.
No.
And that's what Ted Mosby is. That is what Ross is. He stayed friends with Robin.
Oh, yeah.
And even when Robin and Barney were dating, he was still trying to get Robin back. Bro, at least Barney with his problematic ass was still like, I want to be with Robin. But then it didn't work out. I feel like there's more in my head, but I can't think of them off the bat. Let me see.
Hold on.
of sorts.
Because I feel like all of those, you remember all those like 90s movies where like She's All That.
There's a whole list of nice guy syndrome
like 10 things I hate about
Ted Mosby's too! Number one's Michael Scott, actually, from Office.
What? Absolutely not.
I've never really
in
watched
The Office.
He's just stupid.
It's not even Michael Scott. It's what's his face? Jim.
Ross is only number 6 on this list. How is that possible?
Nah, Ross needs to be higher. Ross needs to be higher on that fucking list.
Ross and Ted should be 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
I don't know who would be 1 though. Who's 1? Ross. Ross is 1.
Definitely Ross. Let me see.
Clay Jensen for 13 Reasons Why.
Damn. Not my man Clay. What else is here?
Xander!
Oh, that's actually another one of my comfort shows, actually, Buffy.
But
I'm sure
Xander's terrible because he would always get so mad at Buffy. Don't get me wrong, Muffy.
Oh my god, Muffy from Arthur.
But Buffy, did she have some problems? Sure. But this woman is also a teenager trying to say the word for vampires. Vampires.
Xander
He was disrespectful.
Yes,
bro.
He was. Yes, he was. And he would act all high and mighty.
All the time.
You know?
He also acted like he was better than them sometimes.
Yeah, he did. Because, you know, like, he's human. You know what I mean?
When he's insecure and he doesn't have, like, super strength with other people and he's just like, oh, I'm useless, I guess. And
you know what? I also...
Making yourself a victim where you're like, well, fuck me then. I guess I'm useless here. It's like, that's him. We're going to get through the rest of this top 15 nice guy syndrome list, and then it's probably going to be end of this.
Yeah, that's fine. Because it's been a while.
From Big Bang Theory, which I agree on. Did you ever watch it?
I never watched all of Big Bang Theory.
I didn't watch all of it.
I just watched random episodes of it.
Same.
Yeah.
And whenever it was on TV.
Let me see who Leonard is. Okay, yes. Absolutely.
Penny?
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like these, and I feel like a lot of toxic nice guys are, not all, before someone trying to get
not
at me,
all,
but
relax.
many like people who identify as like a nerd dude.
Yeah.
Where they're like, women don't like me because I'm a nerd kind of bullshit comes in.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's probably some of you just don't know how to have really bad social skills, and probably you're meaner than you think. Because that's when it comes into, a lot of nerds are into, let's say, like movies like Star Wars, or really into video gaming, and those are toxic places for women. Because if I did it, I'm not that good. So I'm just gonna get fucking wrecked. But there'll be women who, like, she'll just make a tiny joke or just say hi, and people will just be like, shut the fuck up, you dumb bitch.
No, these guys that don't ever leave their home and are just like, they're the most sexist ever.
This is the toxic nerd culture, and that is what Leonard is in Big Bang Theory. Because he thought that he couldn't get women because he was a nerd. Honestly, I still think Ross Mosby should have been at the top.
Top. I don't understand that. Yeah.
Oh, there's a picture of from You. What's his character in You? Joe, yeah. He is ultimate nice because he murders people because he has big feelings about things. But I still watch You because it's so wild.
So lately I'm just like not into crime things, like murder. Like I feel like I used to be into that kind of stuff, but now I'm like more into wholesome shit now.
No, I get that. Yeah. I mean, I told you I can't watch like sometimes dramas and stuff.
Yeah. Like, it'll be like too triggering for me, you know.
Isn't into that.
Yeah, like and I'm like empathetic to a certain degree, so I will take that on, and no, I can't. Like I remember watching this show called. Do you remember this show called Castle Rock? It's on Hulu.
I never watched it. I know what it is though.
I watched a few episodes with Annabelle once. At her. It was like some place that we were watching it. And I got a whole panic attack watching that show.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like it delved into like what humans are capable of doing and all that stuff. And I was like, oh my God, what if I'm a murderer? What if like
That's where your head went too. Mine would have been like, can I get murdered by someone?
No, I went like, oh my God, like what if like I spaz? Like, you know that show Snapped on TLC? No. Like, so it's like these women that just like snap and like kill their husbands or some shit like that. Like, I don't know, some crazy shit. And so I'm like, oh my God, what if I snap like that one day? What if I'm the villain? And I had a whole panic attack about it. Damn, girl. And it was bad. And I was like, I can't watch these kind of things anymore. because I will take it on. And yeah, like it was bad, man. I don't know.
On a weird ending subject. I mean,
on that note,
we're ending this. You can submit any questions, advice, any sort of things you want to send us to our email, 30dirtyandthoughtin.
Not 30, is 30.
We fucked up on it. But the rest of our other handles, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, is 30s Dirty Thoughtin.
Yep. Right here. Boom. Oh, yeah.
30s Dirty Thoughtin with no punctuation on all other platforms. You can find us on Spotify and YouTube currently with video. And yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Peace.